You find yourselves as a collective group in front of a raised stage where the diminutive figure of Suke Duchesne stands. His obviously artificial right hand click clacks in kind of in time to his speech pattern as he talks. The mountainous figure of Knots, the security, stands behind you with his arms crossed. And Suke Deshane looks down from the stage and goes like, "Well, this is a confounding group of folk I have in front of me. Well, I was told that you have an issue. What can I do for you?"
Well, I'm very glad you asked. See, our friend was attacked here, first by some troublemaker, and then for some reason your psychic guy on the main floor pinned him and not the aggressor. That's been sorted with Joel as a matter of honor, but as the owner of this fine establishment, well, just like to clear it all up with you.
Oh, well, if that's what this all the fuss is about, I do apologize. What I can do is I can comp you for a couple drinks in the bar if you like. That seems fair to me. I see that everyone is still standing, and as far as public dueling out there, that is within the rules here.
Glad to know. I'm more than happy to settle for that. And Molly is going to hold out her. You said his right hand was his prosthetic, right?
Yes, correct.
So if left hand to left hand, she's going to hold out her left paw to shake on it.
Okay. You hold out your left paw to get ready to shake, and as you're doing that, from behind you, you hear the figures of um oh, who is it? It's Francis and I believe is it McWumbo are also escorted in as you've caught up with the rest of the group there. You hold out your left hand and he eyes it. He's like, "Well, I suppose that seems fair enough." And he reaches down to shake your left hand.
Nice.
Now,
So if I could, is there a way for me to discreetly, like, not like maim him or really hurt him, but like scrape off a tiny bit of skin very discreetly?
without him noticing, because he is very aware of what his security system is like, right?
Yeah.
I probably should have him been wearing gloves, but
Yeah. Too
I was
late
gonna
now,
ask.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
yeah.
I was gonna ask if you wear gloves.
But yes, in order to do so, yeah, you're more than welcome to attempt to do it. But let's take a look at your character real quick. What makes the most sense? Now, I think vigor probably makes the most sense, right? Because you're trying to do this as
Yeah.
a physical kind of sleight
Thingy.
of hand, right? Um, Normally, I'd probably say something like athletics, but I would also be okay with. Boy, that might be just the best one.
Yeah,
Maybe
athletics, composure.
composure.
Yeah. Remind me what it means when they're bolded? Or is that just for
When they're
readability?
bolded, doesn't mean anything.
Aye. Neat.
That's just a kind of an idea of letting you know that, hey, this attribute really feeds into this skill most of the time, but it doesn't really mean anything.
Alright, good to know. So I'm happy to use athletics for that.
Okay. All right.
So
So
that'd
it's going
be
to be mine noticing you doing this versus your sleight of hand.
Yep,
Okay.
7. Yeah?
Yeah, so you're going to have 7 dice. So,
Before she rolls, is
Just
there any way my character could help her to increase her rolls?
yes, you may
or
do what's basically a helping option of some sort by giving her a +3 total to the roll. Um, what is it that you'd like to do?
That's a good question. Yeah, I guess I could distract. I mean, because yeah, can I have a mental episode? I say in inverted.
Tell you what,
Um,
let's do something a little bit more subtle than you just spurging out in the middle of this office. How about I help out the Inquisitor by trying to suggest to Suki that those comp drinks would be much better tasting if he joined me.
Go for it.
Okay.
Full send.
So, all right, you say that
kill it.
right when he's going in to shake the hand, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Suki's gonna be like, "Oh no, I'm sorry, I cannot do any fraternizing. You may know this, maybe you have not, but uh, the House Duchesne is in need of a new House Duelist. So that's what this event is for, is to do for trials to see who will do. And I need to oversee this event." As he's talking with you, he is a bit distracted. So give me those 7 dice, so it's 7d6 plus 3 total because you have help with it as well. And then I will roll my 6 dice after you're done.
Quick question. I'm curious.
Yes.
Is what's our stance for this playtest game on kind of meta questions or suggestions for other characters? Should I stay out of that, or is it worth bringing up since we are tinkering around with the system?
Well, I just stopped Cartman from doing something stupid, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's okay to throw stuff out. We're here to just have fun, right?
Yeah, I was just curious. I was looking at your character sheet there. It seems like you're doing something pretty daring, trying to get a scrape of his skin during this handshake. Is it worth maybe trying to use your Daredevil? Would that be beneficial?
That would
the advantage,
prevent
sorry.
the player or me. I mean,
As a point,
the
if
GM's
it
nodding,
fails-
so I'm going to assume that's a yes.
Well,
If it
no.
fails, I'll just rewind time. Job done.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean, it's
know
an interesting
in the
proposition
end.
because
I'm
it's just whoever rolls highest, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm floating it as a question.
There is a backup plan. There is a backup plan if this fails.
Okay, good. I'm glad there is. So that
Come
would
on.
be a 7, you said plus 3, so a 10.
Okay, so are you using the Daredevil ability?
Yeah, sure, because I'm not getting additional dice off of this anyway. I'll use Daredevil.
Okay.
Cost 1
Alright.
UP. What's a UP again? Unity
So
point.
that is a unity point, which now you guys are down to 3.
Doesn't that trigger something for you, or is that tension points?
It's tension points,
Ah, okay, good.
which you didn't roll any 6s, so I don't get any. But you do get a saga point because you rolled a 1. So you got 7, 10 off. Okay, so now I get 66. Oh no.
No!
Uh-oh.
How 3 6s?
Hail Satan!
Oh wow.
God, yeah, Lucifer's here today. You said you had a backup plan?
So, I'll let this kick off first, but yeah, I want to undo that at some point.
Ah,
Yeah, 'cause you got
Okay.
that.
good thinking.
You see Suki Duchesne like jerk his hand back suddenly, and he sees the slight welling of a single blood drop pull up on his left hand, and he goes "Nuts! Take them!" Oh boy, I don't want to say destroy them because that seems like a pretty bad thing to do in a casino. The same, maybe let's go like he'll just like code red this band. And you see Knots will lunge forward first at the person who's in the back. And you see Suki Duchesne's right hand kind of peel back off of itself. So obviously carrying weapons and guns and whatnot into a casino, this particularly during this event, is not legal. However, he is Suki Duchesne, owner of the casino. You see his hand peel away and you see it just form into like kind of an electronic circular barrel from where his stump of his hand would be, and it points it directly into your face.
And at that point, I'd like to activate the ability that the religious dude has, which is this one, but no, this is but one reality. Immediately after a conflict is resolved by a player, redo the scene as long as they do not attempt to end the conflict. You can describe it as a dream. So basically, that never happened.
Oh man, I just had the most wildest dreams.
One thing that I love about that power is, can you tell us what you foresaw happened in your dream that you realized that this was a terrible idea?
Maybe I saw the complete incompetence of these idiots as they attempt to get blood from a man who is harder than stone.
Wait, how can you read my mind? I dreamt that, but I don't remember that.
I don't think you do.
All right. As that's something that happened in a different reality. You now, Molly Roger, you find yourself in a similar position right before you say to shake his hand about to do it. You can still shake his hand, but you may not attempt again.
Francis will butt in at this point and go, "Hey, Suki, where is your bathroom?"
I quite an impolite thing to ask, but alright.
Bathroom. Yeah. Just
You have one nearby.
yeah. It's in the exhibition hall. It's like just points over, like yeah.
No, like right in nearby, as in off this room. That privacy, my good sir. Like you, I'm sure, enjoy yourself. Privacy.
Yeah.
If you can't tell where I'm going with this, I want to get into his private bathroom.
It's probably in his. Would he have?
Yeah. He doesn't like this. You're not in his office. You're in the exhibition hall, which is just south of the gaming room. This is where all the dueling's gonna happen. That he's gonna like award to pick the new duelist for the house. So he just points. It's just to a public bathroom, and he's like, "I'm sorry. If you need a restroom of your own, you're more than welcome to come and rent a room for the evening."
I do not need a room. I just need to shit a brick.
Oh, I see. Such colorful language from where you're from. I see.
Pebble dash the bowl.
Wait, and where is
Double
it?
decker, if you may.
You gave me a rock creature. I'm making rock boot jokes.
You're like, where again are you from? At this point, he's going to go on the offensive. Then he is going to try and see through your disguise in your story. Now, I'm the attacker now, so I will roll first. He's got 6 dice for this sort of thing. Okay, so I got a 12. I am...
Damn, he's rolling
I'm not going
good.
to spend any tension points because I'm really close to hitting the tension pool to go off. So I'm going to stay at a 12. So for you, for trying to fool me, is going to be a panache plus composure, unless there's something else that would make sense for you to use.
Charm? Because I only have 1 in composure and I have 3 in charm.
Does that work narratively that you're just so charming that you throw him off? Yeah, I'm fine with that. Sure.
Right, so 66.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the best I can get is an 11 then.
Okay.
Do you have any saga points?
Yes, this is where the saga points come in, right? You spend saga
Oh,
points.
I
to
have
keep more
1,
dice.
yes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that'll let you be him.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, because I'm going to get a tension point. You're actually going to get a saga point. You spend the one that you have, get one back, so you end up there, and you pass.
What is this? The Inquisition about having a turd?
You see him just kind of get a little bit deflated with your colorful language, as he put it. He's like, not see to these people, wherever they may need. I need to get back to where I'm at. At this point, Molly and Roger, you just kind of are standing there, and you just have like a very weird feeling of deja vu wash over you. What are Killix, McWumbo, and Gorgo doing?
Gorgo's not doing much. He's just sort of analysing the situation. I mean, he's a bit curious. He's trying to figure out the weakness. Did maybe try to do something here? I don't know.
Trying to figure out like the weakness of Knots or of Suki Duchesne?
Yeah, I can maybe try to figure out the weakness of Suki Duchesne. But How can I really? Because all I'm doing is sort of like, watching him. So does he have any physical weaknesses?
I mean, he's missing his right hand, but that doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. The only things that you would know, like of publicly, would know is that he's got a bad reputation of being a criminal. Now, being a criminal necessarily isn't against the law, and right now he hasn't been pinned for anything. So, yeah, you'd have to do some sort of roll to figure out if you're trying to dig deeper for some, trying to find just like specific information.
Actually, because as Inquisitor, I think I've got a technique or a skill that might help with that.
Yes, you do. Would you like to use it?
Just let me read it. Hold on.
Yeah.
So, J'accuse. Gain 1+ die against a named adversary. Only one adversary can be marked per session. So continue to add +1 die for each consecutive saga. Describe how it feels to know the marked prey is guilty of wrongdoing, and how do you know? Right, so is that like I can mark a prey and know his wrongdoings?
You have, like, in your head, you know that they did something wrong, right? So you just explain it to me. You may not have, like, all the proof you need to be able to pin it on him, but you feel it in your bones, and that's what gives you the resolve of, like, if you choose Sukaду Shane as your J'accuse target, you will have a +1 die against him in every check. Any type of check, fighting or anything.
I'm wondering if it's useful to use this against Suki, or would it be more useful to use this against the psychic Buddha creature? What do you think?
Fortunato.
Yeah, Fortunato.
Speaking of, though, aren't we in a side
Ah.
room aside from Fortunato now? We're not, like, do I remember right? We're outside of Fortunato's influence at the
Yeah,
moment.
we're in. Yeah, we're
Correct. You're not
currently in the
inhibited right
exhibit
now.
hall,
Okay.
but we're gonna have to go through Fortunato's area to get back to the office. So, just depends.
So we think that it's probably a good idea to use this just now and try to blag that I'm able to out him, or at least blackmail him in some way.
Ooh.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to do that, but it might be helpful to have a dice against one of them.
Yeah.
I don't think I can rewind time again if you fuck it up.
Yeah, I don't think provoking Suki right now is great, but I don't think you need to like out loud accuse him of anything. You just need to know, you just feel he's guilty, that you get the dice.
Yeah. I'm afraid
I mean, do you
blackmail
want to
was
just straight up
backfire.
murder the dude? Is that what you want to do?
We're not gonna make it if we do that.
Okay, we will probably all
Guarantee
die
you.
between.
We will, and I have a slight plan that might work.
Alright, I'll save the J'accuse for something a bit more sure.
Okay.
Well, maybe.
Right. So then, as the other folks are doing actions, what are the other three looking to do here?
Maybe we'll get something to springboard off of this. I'm kind of curious because Kellix really didn't have a particularly defined plan other than trying to get in front of Suki. So now that attention is on other party members, he's kind of skirted off to the edge of the group and is like looking around at the decorations and whatever sort of things there are here, opulent statues or the tile work. I don't know the full decorations, but he's examining that, attempting to use his mineral born. There we go. Advantage to identify all known natural minerals to see if there's anything in here with like unusual properties that might in some way be beneficial.
Yeah, I'd like to say that the Inquisitor, given that he's not tried to seduce Suki because he was turned back in time, and he's not going to use his J'accuse, so I would say that he's just kind of joining Kellix and having a wee look around in the furniture and stuff.
Okay. Well, you know that the main thing you're looking to do is that you need to get some genetic material from either off of Suki or from the
Hand on Nox, yeah.
yeah, the hand on Nox.
You said he's escorting us back, right? To the main area of the entertainment lounge place. The Nox
Yeah,
is.
at this point he's just gonna have Knots just escort you back to the gaming room, and then he's gonna go back to his regular thing.
Okay.
Now, if you were to, for the folks that were like trying to look for opportunities and whatnot, Sukudushane is obviously the brains, right? Fortunato is really the most impressive thing about their security with his telepathy and his inhibition. Not inhibition. That's a totally different power. Inhibitor power. So it seems like maybe Knots himself is the weak point to all of this. He is by far the most imposing, though. If you have to fight him physically, he will destroy some people, probably.
Okay.
I can
might
take him.
just try this anyway.
I mean, I could taunt him, make him punch me. That's a good way.
Wait for a second,
Yeah.
because he might
could-
one punch you. Is the thing.
I might be able to be a crusader here, add total ranks of mysticism to a dual conflict, and actually I did have a clarification here. I forget now if I asked it before, and now I've forgotten the answer, because this might just be shorthand text here. Is that only in a dual conflict I'm in, or can I add my mysticism to someone else's duel as a boost?
You're going to add it to someone else's as a boost.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
Okay. So as Nox is escorting us back into the room, Molly's gonna just like jog. I guess he's pretty tall, so she's gonna go like scurry to keep up with him a little bit. To walk by his side with little raccoon legs. Hey Nox, I did think it was curious. You know, I hate to insult a man in his own place of work, but you're head of security here. You're supposed to be a pretty tough guy, but they're looking for a duelist and they ain't looking at you?
He's using weapons, not really my thing. As he just kind of stretches out his broad shoulders and like cracks his knuckles a little bit. He's like, wouldn't be much use for dueling.
There's way more prestige in that. A lot of people don't quite respect the security gigs as much as they do, and well, the duelists always get paid a ton. I know, I've been the one before. I was thinking of taking up on Suki, and I don't see no competition here. But I guess you're bronze you're just for show, eh? I mean, you're not up there fighting, you're not being overlooked for the position. Makes me wonder if you can even back all that muscle up.
You see me like a little bit of a glint in his eye as he's taking these broad steps towards the game room. You guys are about 3 to 4 meters away from entering into the game room to get locked down mystically again. He kind of stops for a little bit and he gets a glint in his eye and he's like, "Hey, don't worry about old Mr. Knox. I've got plans." And he gives you a wink that you've seen before in your life of someone who is not a smart person, but is perhaps very, very conniving.
Does he give me the vibe of someone who's dissatisfied with his position? Does it seem like I've got my way? Like, does it seem like I'm well take care of here, I'm fine, or does it seem like I've got a plan to change things up?
Give me an empathy check.
Hell, what's my empathy? Not good.
Oof.
It's
Well,
tension,
it's
not
all right.
unity that
it's
sends
against
you.
knots. Like,
It's a 0 for me. Molly ain't no empathetic. My panache is free though. You know, I'll try it just plain.
yeah. Oh, I got an 11.
Actually, never mind then. It's a unity point that lets me use all, right? And that
Yes.
doesn't rack up the tension.
It does.
Oh,
Like
it does.
the ones and sixes still count. Okay.
I know.
You guys are down to
but
3 unity points right now. But if you want to, like, you can use.
he's got 5 in it. He's got an 11.
Yeah.
The chances of beating that are not high. What do the rest of you guys think? Try it with the unity or no? With the unity?
Yeah. What's the worst that could happen? Our little merry band has to break up and go their separate ways, I guess, right?
Yeah,
Well,
sure.
That'd be very sad.
Maybe. Maybe worse.
I do need to make a correction. You actually have 4 unity points, right? Because you did fail before.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't add that one back on.
Oh, wait, that's just 1d6. I need 5 more.
Well, that's a 6.
And that's another 6. 2 sixes, but
So
also
we spent
1,
to
which...
go back down to 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got the 12 on him. So you, using your empathy... Oh, you got some 6s.
Yeah, that's for tension, I can tell. The ones give Saga, though.
Okay. Alright. So you, using your empathy, you kind of sift through the look on his face to get kind of to his deeper feelings. And you parse it out that he is a man that is generally very unhappy with his position in life, but is very content to wait. You don't think there's anything that you could do to tempt him possibly to move forward, because with that wink that he gave you, you're pretty sure he's got something else already in motion right now.
Alright then. Tell you what, Nox. If I do end up duelist for this guy, I don't know if I will, but I haven't seen any tough competition. You saw me lay that guy out flat just a moment ago. You and I would be working together. I don't think I'd mind if that's the only thing we end up working on. And Molly's gonna wink back at him. But then again, yeah, you know, you needed help winning, you let me know. Yeah, bud?
Well, I think
Or have...
that, well, I think that day is gonna happen sooner than you think. I'll keep you in mind, little one. Now, you also popped the tension table, so I need you to roll a d6 for me.
Oh. D6. 2.
Can you roll again? We've already used that one. I just don't want to use the same one again.
Yeah. 1. My initial plan there was to try and bait Nox into fighting me so that I could get the hand off him. But I think it's better if I, like, kind of dip there for a bit and let him cook.
Okay. Yeah, not a problem. Alright, as you are talking with Nox, from out of the crowd, a stocky, bearded man wearing a voluminous purple velvet Victorian dress forces the way through the public to stand demurely in front of you. Shyly, he peers over a lace fan and asks in a husky voice, if you would buy Lady Luck a drink tonight. Onlookers to this seemingly fume that you have been asked and not them. He looks down at your small frame and is like, would you buy me a drink, little lady?
I'd be more than happy to. Ain't met no Lady Luck before, just misfortune and surprise. So I'm happy enough to meet your acquaintance.
Well, let's see if we can change that. He flags down a waiter that's going by. For 1 trinket, you can buy Lady Luck a drink. Would you like to do so?
Yes.
Okay. On your status sheet, immediately gain the lucky status for the rest of the session. Which means you can re-roll any of your dice during the first roll during an encounter. So you were now lucky. As Roger Molly was talking to Knox, as you guys are being ushered this way, what are the other 5 of you doing at this point? He seems to be, like, Knox is very content looking at this. You guys kind of pick up the vibe from what Molly and Roger is talking to him, that he seems to have a plan kind of in motion. But what are the others doing right now before you get into the main gaming room?
I think the Inquisitor's just watching this go down.
Same, just rolling with it.
Can I try and roll a prescience to see if I can read into more of what his plan is?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. This will be against just kind of a general environment check, I think. There's a lot of things happening. We're going to put it at a 9 for a little bit of information, 13 for exact information, is what we say.
Right, what do you want me to roll it against? Mysticism or...
Yeah, it'd be mysticism
Wit
plus...
or something?
Yeah, mysticism plus impressions.
That's 76. Ready to roll that? What was it? 7. There we go. Yeah, that's only a 10 at the most.
Now you can spend saga points to get it higher than that. You're at 10 right now. If you spend a saga point, you can get the exact information.
13. Oh, I'll spend a saga point then. 13.
Okay. Did you roll any ones in there? You did, so actually you get that one back right away. You kind of bump into him again just to kind of get a feeling of what is happening in the person's future. And you get a vision of him sitting behind a desk that you haven't seen before in real life. And behind him is Lady Summer with a hand on his shoulder.
So he wants to take charge. Here's what I'm getting from that.
Wait, so he's plotting with Lady Summer? Isn't she who hired us?
I thought so.
Yes, it is.
Are we in a setup? What are you
Yeah,
doing?
we've had clues.
Does he
We've
know?
had clues about this double cross before. Lady Summer's suspicious as fuck.
Does
We're
he know what we've been doing this entire time? Is he just chilling, watching us? Like, alright.
Because you succeeded on the empathy check before when you were talking to him, he does not, like, recognize you as someone like, oh, I should know you, or anything like that. Okay.
no, so he's just a useful idiot in the whole.
Would he be a useful ally?
I mean, if we tell him that we're working for Lady Summer, he'll probably help us out. That's it.
Hopefully.
Because he's sitting on the
It's a
desk
bold move.
in charge of shit.
This is only a prescience into the future, so it might be what he wants rather than what's happening.
Ooh, dang. Good point.
But if he
Yeah.
wants Lady Summer to be like standing with him, a hand on his shoulder, he's probably gonna want to do shit that'll make her happy with him.
Oh, well, also true.
So we could be
Imagine
like,
how much of a simp he is.
we could always play out like, Lady Summer, she contacted us. She thought that, you were so great and you'd be a great help.
Yeah. She'd be so grateful to anyone that helped us.
I mean, who has the better charm? Because I could always just bend down and whisper that into his ears.
Super not me.
No, I have 1 in charm.
Yeah, 0.
I'm
Okay.
at 3.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, Scottish
So-
man whisper in his ear.
Here we go.
for it.
Alright. As I kind of bump into him, I kind of walk back a bit, get up with 9 with Mwamba, and be like, he wants to fuck me some, yeah.
Who doesn't?
Maybe we can use that to our advantage.
Maybe.
I am pretty blunt as I am stone.
And also French.
We
Alright, so
space French.
I'm going to shuffle on past. I'm going to move really close to this chap, and just in his ear as I'm going by, I'm just going to say, Lady Summer sends her regards. And I'm going to I'm just going to float on by and see if he follows me.
Yeah, his hand's gonna lash out to grab onto your forearm. Um, Definitely. Let's do one. He's not trying to hurt you. Okay. Do you want to try and dodge away from his grab or not?
No, this is part of the plan. We're going to let him take the lead here, see what he says.
Okay. His massive hands just wrap around most of your forearm as he grabs you and stops you. It's like,
Can I see as he's grabbing me? Can I shift into his species?
Could you shift
you
to Lady
can,
Summer?
like, start to take on the features of an Eternal, sure. Like, you won't be able to get, like, as big as him, but not all Eternals are as big as him, though, either. So, yeah.
Just an idea. Just put him either put him at ease or put him at more edge. Either one works for me.
Yeah, and honestly, in my head, that's kind of what I always thought, like, these Centillions did. Like, to their advantage, they would always subconsciously kind of shift with the person that they're talking with. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, you just instinctively kind of take onto the features of more of a kind of sharper cheekbones, kind of a flatter head, and like kind of maybe little foliage kind of starting to sprout from your skull.
Obviously, I'd be an extremely attractive version of one. Obviously.
Obviously. You are going to have to do a charm check immediately before he pops off. You see him, he's very, like, maybe in shock. He's like, what did you say? And he's trying to keep it down, and you notice that he has stopped just short of going into the game room right this second. Staying out of Fortunato's area. I'm going to roll 3 dice. Okay, I got a 10 is what you got to beat to.
Alright, so
make sure
what am I
he
rolling here?
Doesn't freak out. Oh, I'm sorry, what was that?
I just asked him what I'm rolling.
Oh, yeah, I'd probably Panache Charm.
Yeah, Panache Charm. So definitely Charm, Panache. Yeah, so that's 6 altogether.
Okay.
Right, let's go 6d6. Alright, got 2 6s, but also got 2 1s. A 5 and a 4.
2 saga points then, yeah?
Yep. 2 saga points. And I get 2 tension points. Get me right back in there, which is great. So he pauses short. Like, what do you want? But weave me a tale of what you're trying to get out of him to convince him that, A, not to pull down the rest of security, and B, get what you want from him.
Basically, I'm just going to, like, I don't know what it would be like, the equivalent of this species, but the equivalent of making a finger across the lips, shh, kind of motion. I'm just going to repeat very quietly. Lady Summer sends her regards. And I'm going to see how he reacts to that.
Okay, so because you succeeded on the charm with him, he's just going to be a little bit dumbfounded at first, and then he's like, "What did she tell you?" And he, like, kind of looks over his shoulder to make sure, back towards Suki. And Suki seems to be one of those people that has his eye on everyone all at the same time, as much as he can.
I'm just going to say, only as much as we needed to know, as she's so good at doing.
This is it. Why are you here? He's trying to be quiet, but he's kind of a bigger guy with a deep, booming voice, so he's doing his best.
Only to help. Nothing more.
Okay. What do you need help with? What does she need?
It's not us that need help, it's you that needs help. And if we are going to help you as best we can, we need DNA for Suki.
He looks over his shoulder towards Suki Duchesne. He's kind of weighing his options the best he can. and he he goes like, okay. He takes his right hand, places over part of his necklace. Is like, uh, shove me.
And without hesitation, the Inquisitor shoves, quite aggressively, the large man.
You place your arms on him, you shove him back in, it goes like, whoa! And as he's pulling his hand away, you hear a slight snap. As he pulls his hands away, and he throws towards you the smallest digit from the withered hand that was from around his neck. As he falls backward, and he takes his elbow, and he smashes Lady Luck right in the nose. The crowd gives a very audible gasp. Lady Luck is very much, as you're getting this right now, is very much a beloved figure of the casino.
Right, and does it look like they're blaming me for that, or are they more blaming him for that?
They're more focused on him.
Fabulous, that's fine.
As he's just like, oh, as he turns, like, get out of my way. He seems to know what he's doing.
Yeah, I was hoping to help without assaulting a national treasure.
Well, it's Mr. Knotts. You get what you get.
Yeah.
A couple of you, if you're walking up in front by, like, Molly Roger, you saw this. You saw something get tossed to, I think, McWombo. McWombo get tossed. As the rest of you are just, like, stepping back and, like, oh, no. As you see Mr. Knotts turn to Lady Luck and just be like, kind of take one of his fingers and just poke at him. And you see just the fury that comes over Lady Luck's bearded face and flushes red, in both an embarrassment and an anger. And you feel this kind of dark miasma come off of Lady Luck, latch onto Mr. Knotts. As you see him, goes like, well, you shouldn't have been standing there. And people are starting to, like, crowd and, like, no, you were at fault. And as he, like, goes to try and shove Lady Luck a little bit, he inexplicably misses the shove of the shoulder, managed to get his feet twisted up, and falls to the floor in front of Lady Luck. All of this is now focused on their conflict that's happening on the floor in front of you.
Alright, so I'm just going to slip out.
Okay.
Now might be a good time to Inquisitor thingy the psychic guy.
Yeah, maybe if it's needed, but yeah, I'll just slip out of that wee room and back into the busy crowds of the game room.
Perfect.
Pick the finger up.
Oh,
Pick the finger
yeah, I've
up.
already done that.
You
Did
got
I not
phones in,
already?
he's already got
Do that?
No,
It's
but I
from
assume
you.
you caught it.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah,
Yeah,
it was
I
thrown
thought it was
to
thrown
me.
at
I was
you.
going to say, I'm pretty sure I caught that. Unless you want me to roll to catch it.
Oh
No.
no!
They're not that bad. As you feel very lucky to have very quickly evaded that, and you're heading back out into the gaming room, this immediately as you walk in there, that just oppressive mental clamp, clamps down as soon as you enter the room. What is your plan now? You can escape this by going into the lounge. Or you can just try and go forward with what plan that you may think you have.
Well, we have to get to the lounge in order to get to the office, right?
Nope.
No, you can just go.
Am I reading this map wrong? Hold on.
I think it's a stairway off the main.
Ah, yeah, so it's either the
office,
stairway
right?
or the lounge. I get it, right? So you're saying that my choices are go to the lounge or try and go to the office, in which case I may have to do something additional to escape this miasma.
Yes. Yeah, 100%.
Alright, so
No.
feeling the miasma, I'm thinking that we might try, like, it's time to bring up the J'accuse, find out what the what Fortunado's got going on, or at least trying to intuit the crimes that he has committed, and use that to my advantage when I attempt some sort of fungal, fungal counter miasma.
Well, actually, on the counter front, I may have a better strategy.
Yeah, excellent. Go for it.
There. So, am I or Kelix or any of the rest of the party? Are we aware that you've caught the finger and you're now like headed somewhere with it?
That's a good point. That was done pretty
like that.
quickly.
There's progress made.
Some of us have seen it because we were close. I saw it. I think maybe you might have as well.
Okay.
The
Well,
rest of us have just seen Cap booking it.
okay. Well, let's say if nothing else, I've seen you're headed that way. So Kelix comes up to ask, what's going on right now? Like where are you headed, kind of thing.
Got what we need. Time to get to the office, lads.
Oh, really? Like you've got it? Okay. I think this is the moment. And you can see Kelix is getting a little twitchy again. He's kind of vibrating and shaking in excitement here. He's like, oh, I think this is it, guys. I think this is it. And you see him actually reach down and let's see, which hand was that from Mr. Suki? The right hand, right?
He's missing his right hand, yeah.
Right. So it was the pinky finger of the right hand that we are now in possession of, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Kelix is like, this is the moment, and he kind of like looks at the finger you're holding, and he looks back at his own, and he just reaches down and just snaps it off to make his burnt offering to the powers that be, to remove the same status from a group of people and remove the inhibited status from all of us.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, okay. That's not something I didn't know could happen. But what the fuck is it?
That's my once per adventure per saga.
All right,
So-
yeah. I'm thinking the Inquisitor's just going to be a little bit disturbed by this, but yeah, because the Inquisitor's like, oh, what the fuck did you
When
just
he
do?
snaps his finger, he is in obvious pain as he takes 5 points of health damage.
That hurt, but thankfully I had a lot of health. I'm
Yes.
still
You okay there, buddy? You
Yeah,
had that
good
mental-
God,
that
Lava Man, are
mental-
you alright?
That was pretty better.
I feel,
Okay, yeah.
I feel your
he's just
pain.
kind of like shaking back and forth. I'll live.
But at the same time, all of a sudden, that oppressive feeling that you were having over your mental capacities is just suddenly lifted, as if it were never there before. You were thinking clearer than ever right now, being able to
I
move
can
through.
see clearly now. The rain has
The
gone.
pain is.
Again, no need to
You
accuse this time.
With the Guardian's ability, he's taken off the inhibited. Now, Fortune still has telepathy, but you have removed any sort of things that were holding you down. Okay? Excellent scene, Kelix. What's the next steps?
Well, I think we need to skedaddle. It's a matter of time before Suki notices that finger's gone.
I still haven't seen this precious office yet. I think that should be our next port of call, I think.
We need to stick the finger in the lock.
In the hole.
Quickly.
Please. We need to finger the lock.
Alright, so I guess we
Is
should
there-
quickly shuffle our way up to the office.
Is there anything that you're going to do to try and shield your thoughts from Fortunato?
Yes.
Try not to think about it.
I think
I'm
feel
not
like,
going to go. I'm not going to go to the office. I'm going to go to the bar and get a drink. And computer.
I think Molly is going to fully start thinking inappropriate thoughts about Nox. Try and make sure that if Forchano looks in there, he does not want to look anymore.
That's a good technique.
Here's what I would say then. like this is how powerful Fortunato is. It sounds like all of you are attempting to maybe do different things to try and distract Fortunato from what your actions are, thinking about what you're trying to do. This is Fortunato's job, is to flag anyone that might be kind of thinking, having the surface thoughts of doing something awful. Fortunato also has 8 dice. He's really good at his job. I would encourage this to be the moment that at least 3 of you attempt to do a unity check, all of you together, to pool your dice together to fool or do something to Fortunato.
Alright, I mean, Jacques might be back on in that case.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea.
I feel like some sort of having this same species as Fortunato should be some kind of advantage. I should be able to work that in some way to help.
Okay. And how
Like
about
I
you
said
give
previously,
the,
I was thinking some sort of fungal disinformation campaign.
That's great. How about you give the finger to the religious guy, and he can bugger off upstairs and play with it.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, give the finger off to who's best for the office run while we distract
I
Fortunato.
don't think it should be the religious.
I was going to say
dudes,
the
'cause
rock guy.
isn't-
What's his name? We need to figure out his name. Francis.
Francis.
That's it. We
Yeah.
just call you Rock Dude because, you know.
Molly is also very shit at this. But
Well, but-
Francis would probably be a good idea.
But it's fine.
The
You
religious
know,
dudes.
you know,
Depends
you know
on what
you,
we need
you,
up there.
You know what you need? I'm going to find I'm going to pull out a post-it note and just go buff Francis on his body.
My name is
Yeah.
Francis.
Now, you
I do not
know,
approve of this sticker.
But it sticks so
you-
greatly to your rocky skin.
I will kill you later.
You do know from Lady Summer that there is a safe that you're trying to break into in the office. So you'll probably want someone that's good at rigging.
Frigging. Nope.
We have anybody.
No, rigging is a bad one.
We
No, I am bad at
Is it Cap again?
we did
Is it
not
gonna be me?
come
Yeah, I've got 3 in
prepared.
rigging, so that's
Ah.
We need
right.
you.
Where am I best suited to be here?
Who else has got rigging?
Yeah.
Do you know what?
I've got
We
nothing.
could send Cap up.
I got
with...
3 in theory if we think
If the
hard
Do you think that
sciences
maybe-
might apply.
Oh wait,
Oh,
hold
but-
on, hold on,
Sorry.
hold on, hold on. If you, I can for uni, where is it? Skill leech. I could potentially use another ally's skill if you want me to do it.
How
Just someone's
about
got
you
3 in
and
rigging.
Cap go up there?
That's only for
potentially?
dueling,
Oh, okay.
Francis.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, I think Cap and one other person should go up there to try and get the safe open. I think the rest of us should stay down here and potentially, if the telepathy guy understands that we're doing something bad, try and at least defend the stairwell.
Yeah, I may be thinking I've got an advantage given them the same species, but that could work both ways. So it might be best if I stay away from.
Also, we need someone with rigging and no one else has
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That has to be.
So yeah,
Okay.
it's going to have to be me, right?
So,
Yes,
so
I'll head up
distraction
to the
crew,
office.
gather round. We must come up with a fantastic game plan. You two, you go and do your sneaky.
Was rigging also what was needed for the lock last time, you guys?
Well, no, we just failed with that because we needed
Oh, yeah,
DNA.
yeah, okay, yeah.
We didn't try and rig
Right.
the lock. We just tried to find a way to get the DNA for it.
Yeah. Okay, let's
Who's-
make
Who
sure
can
that.
go with Cap then? Because I want someone able to fight with him if there's anything up there. They said he had a pet, something or other.
I do think Francis
there.
would be the best one there. He's,
He's a rock
Francis,
monster.
you
yeah.
You down for a
Houses like a duel and that sort of thing. Oh well, he can skill leech duel from somebody else. Well, but it says that's in this scene, so only whoever else went
It
with
would be
him.
Cap.
Yeah.
Cap, what's your
Yeah.
Joe like?
My dueling's at 3.
That's perfect.
Go then, yeah.
You and Cap can go up and get the stuff. Beware of dog.
Yeah.
So, Francis in Makwumbo
Okay.
are going up. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, we fucked it last time. Let's see if we can do any better this time.
Redemption.
And then we
Okay.
got Molly, Gorgo, and Killix on the main floor looking to cause distraction. Perfect. Okay. Then we're divided up wonderfully.